Hey everyone, here's something I wanted to share with you that I've recently found really helpful in my evangelism. I recently went out and bought a whole bunch of Gospel of John's. Why? So back in August when I was at the Testify training camp where they taught us more about sharing our faith, one of the things I learned was from a man who would go and hand out copies of the Gospel of John. But instead of simply handing it to the person, he would point them to the first verse and say a few words about it just to whet their appetite. I've adopted his principle, except instead of pointing to the first verse, I point to one of the last. But these are written so that you may believe that Jesus is the Christ, the Son of God, and that by believing, you may have life in his name. I highlight this in each of the booklets that I hand out, and I point them to it before giving it to them. It whets their appetite. I say, this book was written by one of Jesus' followers so that you would believe, for the purpose of helping convince you of the truth of what Jesus was saying. In the copies that I got, there's a really good gospel presentation as well at the beginning. It uses verses from the Gospel of John to help lay out the gospel for somebody who's maybe never heard it before. And then there's the Gospel of John. It's now a powerful tool that I use in my evangelism. Just today, a friend texted me and told me that it was a Gospel of John that God used to save his granddad. I'll put a link into the description below as to where I got mine, and if you're interested, there's also going to be some other videos here that I found helpful in learning more about the gospel.